village probably, wasn't
Yeah.
And this bike arrived at Don Nick. You know, real sit up and beg, 3 speeds. I thought, and this inspector says, I could say his name because he's died, Farrington. Now then, PC Godfrey, that's yours. You will ride up and down. Now, I know police officers ride bikes today, but they're usually them classy bike, and they have all the crash helmet things on. We didn't back then. He expected me to ride this bloody bike with my top hat, you know, helmet on and full, because we wore proper uniforms then, didn't we? And I just says to him, well, I'll tell you what it is, you get on it, you ride down Todd on it, in full uniform, round to it and come back on market day, and if you'll do it, I'll do it. He said, you don't talk to me like that. I said, you shouldn't order anybody to do something you're not prepared to do it yourself. He nearly put me on a charge, but I think he thought, oh, better just stay a bit clear. I think he was after Middy now. I think he was after young Middy probation. Oh, that's another story, that. Which is in the book. Do you notice how I'm plugging my book?
I noticed.
Yeah. Anyway, can't remind me.
Locker, your locker.
Contraband.
No,
we're nowhere near that yet.
Oh, all right, okay. Well, what do you want to do?
Yeah, what are we talking about then? Oh, the bike, push bike, yeah.
We're back to the bike.
That's what I was asking you. You said you...
All right, yeah, I thought you were saying go on.
No, you said you'd remind me where I got to in case I...
All right, I'm with you.
I'm not being funny, but I do get, because of brain ops.
So we're back to the bike.
Right. And I wouldn't ride it. I said, I'll push it, but I'm not going to ride it. So I used to push this bike up Wallasey, which is only a couple of miles up the road. I was a young lad then. And my brother lived up there. I was Stuart, one of the twins. And I was living in his backyard. And then I walked round pubs. There were some good pubs at Wallasey. Oh, Cross Keys.
The bike.
I'm doing right. I'm talking about that. I used to call in the pubs, in each pub, when I were on evenings or nights, you know.
You were working?
Oh, definitely, I was in uniform. And you could call in and have a wee dram in Cross Keys, which became the local when I moved to Tottenham. Wolves, when I lived in Wolves. A drama, especially on winters and heat. And Jim liked everybody, you know, make sure the lads, everything were all right. And there used to be a little gang of lads outside. I think they were still at school, but they were like 14, 15, possibly a bit older. Stan, I remember Stan and the 2 brothers. Anyway, they saw me biking, I was Stuart's yard. They decided to go and have a ride home. And so they come to go into the pub and said, do you know bloody blah blah blah, it's right nearby. I said, oh, that's right, I'll bring it back. I said, but if they don't bring it back, it's no skin off my bloody nose. You know, I've lost it. And there's a very funny, anyway, and then I go into the rest of the pubs, you know.
Yeah.
But they always wanted to check up on me. Now, when they used to ask me where I was, I used to say, I'm patrolling down Canal Bank. Because it used to be dark, you see. You know.
You couldn't see it.
Oh, obviously. And it was an ideal place, no matter where I was. I was on Canal Bank. I mean, the Canal Bank run all the way through Wolseley. It didn't matter where I was post office, up at Wagon. I'm on Canal Bank. And they'd say, well, whereabouts on Canal Bank? I said, it's next to the canal. Where do you think it is? Again, I'm not trying to be funny. Well, that's what I said, yeah. And that's how it was.
So in effect, they were trying to...
They were trying to get me on a charge, or whatever you want to call it nowadays.
And you felt uncomfortable?
I'm very uncomfortable, yeah. It became more and more naughty. And the next thing, I got called in, and they were transferring me, and this time they meant it. And they sent me to Halifax. I'd just come off holiday, and he said, don't bother with this Harrington fella. Don't bother you know, going in your locker, don't go looking in your, you know, you used to put all your files and stuff in your own little letterbox thing.
Yeah, little cubbyhole, yeah.
Yeah. We've emptied it for you. There's nothing personal in there. It used to be warrants, summonses, whatever. Yeah. And you're off to Halifax. No empty car in them days. Couldn't afford one in them days. And I thought, how am I going to get there? But really, he said there's a bus. I think first bus would probably get me there. I think it was 5:10 or 5:30, something like that. Yeah. And that's it. I had to pack all my gear up, and off I went to Halifax. I remember when I got there, what a change. What a complete change. Yeah. Big and Nick, friendly bobbies, nobody with an axe to grind. And the inspector, we got really good friends after, right at the beginning. He got called, come back to him. We had to parade there. We used to parade at top, but you kind of sat on chairs and, oh, this is what's happened. But they'd actually stand in a line with your truncheon out. And I'm not being rude. And he whistled. Yeah. And then he'd read out, the inspector come on parade, and he'd read out, well, he'd see you were in, that you're all on duty, and then he'd read out what had happened during that, whatever. And then there was a road to where your beats. And I said, it's no good putting me on a beat, I'll get bloody lost. And he says to me, he looked at me like that, and he says, you see that at the top of your lip? Moustache, you see. I used to have one of those 80s bloody porn star. And he says, top lip. This poor standing order says, you don't have a moustache, top of your lip. None of this down the side of your mouth. Shave it off for tomorrow. It's off, I've had this since I was born. So that day I was out on beat with one of the lads because I didn't know where anything was, you know, on foot patrol. Yeah. I got home and I thought, what am I going to do about this? And I thought, I'll read it. So I goes on, Kent night, goes in and says, he says, I told you, I ordered you yesterday to have your this moustache done. Before standing orders says, I said, yes sir. I said, I read, yeah, I've just read him. I said, I'm growing a beard. It's true. He says, growing a beard? I said, yes, I'm allowed to before standing orders. He says, you're not walking around my bloody, you know, my patch. Scruffy with the after. I'm going to put you down the cells. You could be jailer. You won't like it down there. I thought, I bloody would. I was a prison officer for 2 bloody years at Holmfirth prison in London. I was up there over my element. I had my own office, kitchen, everything.
So when they suddenly transferred you to Halifax,
yeah,
were you happy to go to Halifax? No explanation given or anything?
I was upset at the time. I can't pretend. I mean, we talked a long time ago.
Yeah.
I can't pretend that I was under a lot of stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I thought.
Did they give you any explanation as to why you were being transferred?
No, just well, they didn't need to. Anything within 12 miles, they don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you weren't.
Well, you wouldn't know that being on railway, would you? No, to transfer an officer from his home station, you can transfer you within a 12-mile radius.
Yeah.
Because they consider that as transport from your home.
Yeah.
Do you follow me?
Yeah.
Anywhere outside that, you have to pay for all your expenses, they have to find your bloody house, they have to pay for everything. No, anyway, so they didn't really worry about it. Well, I was upset. I'd only ever worked at Todd and I knew everybody, you know. Everybody knew. But not for so long, because the lads at Halifax, they were just great, you know. They were like me. They just got on with their job. They watched each other's back, and you know that type of.
But in terms of the pressure that is being exerted, that's another little thing that, like, you come to.
The pressure stopped. The pressure that I was under at Todd completely changed at Halifax. Mr. Slocum, Inspector Slocum, what a gentleman. This is him with dash job.
Yeah.
I've been down cells about a month, I think, something like that. Probably 4:40, you know.
Yeah.
And he come down and he says, are you sure you don't want it? I said, no, I'm loving it here. He said, and I told him, I said, you haven't got any files, sir. And he said, why was it? I said, oh, a prison office. Why? Now, he used to be a beat bobby in Huddersfield.
Yeah.
And he was, and he only said to me after many, many months when he kept coming down, and he was a very nice guy. He says, you know something, I've called him Alan. You know something, Alan? You remind me of me. He said, I was just like you when I was a young bobby. And he'd got 34 years in then, so he knew what he was talking about. He was due for retirement. You were a lovely bloke, absolutely lovely. Now then, I don't know what the thing was, but I'd been off with stress.
Yeah.
You know, I thought, I could do with an order. Well, could have got paid work and play, you know. I thought, oh, something had upset me, you know, and I just said to Mrs. Lark, I walked in the door, I was stressed out. Something had happened, he was there. He went, take it down, no worries. Well, what happened? Hang on, just got some track here. Mrs. Lark. Yeah, I think we'll go straight to, no. I'll let you know. We're talking about Tomlin Police Station. So I'm working down Halifax. I've been down there quite a while. And I got a summons, not a summons, a minute sheet, reminding me that I was going to appear at Tomlin Magistrates Court on some bloody misdemeanor, some poor bastard I'd locked up as well, I can't remember. And I give evidence.
Yeah.
So like I told you before, I used to read my pocketbook into my dictaphone to remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So solicitors used to say, you've got a bloody good memory. You're the only copper that never asked permission to go into his pocketbook. Yeah. Anyway, that's another story. But, so I went to the Tomlin Court, and the bobbies in town never spoke to me. I was like a pariah. I was absolutely gobsmacked, mate. I mean, I didn't see Jack then, and I didn't see Malcolm. I think Malcolm and we're on different ships, you see, or whatever. But I knew the bobbies that I'd worked with the bobbies that were in the nick at the time, and I was like a pariah to them, didn't want it. You know, this has changed. Anyway, you have to go in full uniform when you go into court, you know, so.
Yeah.
Now, normally they used to take you down in the car.
Yeah.
Flat cap job. Oh, no, I had to walk. Top hat on, and I knew I walked down to Magistrates Court, waiting for my case to court, give me evidence. I can't remember whether they were guilty or not guilty, I don't really matter, does it? And, oh, that for us got. And I went to Ben Burger and got myself a burger for a bit of snap. Excuse me. It's this Yorkshire area is to put it clear for me. And I swear then. I didn't mean to, I'm sorry. It's this Yorkshire area it's a bit too clean for us Lancashire lads. That's what I meant. And we're in uniform, so I'm going back now. I have my snap. I'm going back around 2:10. So off I goes. And I get to where I work.
Okay.
Yeah. So hang on a minute.
Oh, you go back to Todney?
No, I'm on my way back to Halifax now. And I went and got myself downstairs and I realised I left my helmet at Todney. Oh shit. So I rings up from my office, spoke to PC Lindsay, and he said, yeah, it's here in front. That's what I'll pick it up when I finished. You know, calling, because I still lived in Tomlin. Anyway, we were a busy day with lots of prisoners up and down into court, got a big court at Halifax, up and down. And I completely forgot about me because I was never out on beat, you see, I was always working inside.
Yeah.
And this, whatever, I don't want him to work me how it ended up. But I went in, me and Jack called in at the Red House, Freemason's Arms, which just managed to get him before closing. Not that it didn't matter, we could have gone out back door. But we got him, Beth used two sisters they were. In fact, two of their lads were become policemen. They were Paul and Stoddard. I think he's retired now. Anyway, they were policemen, they weren't in top. And they're not friendly, you know. I've been going in there for years. And there were some top bobbies in, which they usually were. But they were like that side of that far down bar. Well, me and Jack just got in. And first thing Beth says to me, what's this about you being barred from Tom Nick? I said, you having a laugh? Take it, Michael. No, she said, no, they've just been talking about it. Oh, have they? What did they say? You said you've been barred from the top police station. What are you talking about? I don't work there, why would I get barred? Because things have been going missing. Ooh, now this, you know, Jack says to me, because he called me up, you know, when I broke with that, there you go. I said, oh, bollocks. So me and him walks over to these other bobbies. Right, who's going to tell us what's going on? So they did, you know, under pressure, they told that the 6-2 shift and the 2-10, no, hang on, the 2-10 shift and the night shift, as the 2-10 were going off and the night shift were coming off, they held a proper parade, look. So the 2 shifts on, right? This inspector and the sergeant, who I won't name, came out with a statement in front of them all. As from this moment in time, PC Godfrey is hereby banned from entering this police station. If he does turn up, you task him to leave immediately. And if he refuses to do so, just call a senior officer and he'll be escorted off the premises. So the obvious question that the lads asked was, why? And because things have been, we're going to put a stop to this, things have been going missing. Now, in my book, I don't know about your book, we're all being accused of bloody theft.
Absolutely.
Right? As you well know, you've seen the papers.
I've seen the papers.
You've seen the legal papers, haven't you, that, from the barrister and everything that I had. There was no other way of putting it.
So they were basically telling people that you've been moved and you've been banned from the
police
station
for theft. They didn't use that word, but yeah, because that's exactly what Beth and Ed said. Is this out to do with you being moved? Well, you know, so as you rightly know, our entourage, Harry Harris, who was my solicitor as well as a good friend, telling him all about it. Right, he said, I'll get statements for you. So of course the following night, the following day I went on duty in Halifax. I went straight to see the boss, the divisional head, and he reckoned he knew nothing about it. And he said, do you want to make an official complaint? I said, what damn right to do. He said, well, we'll investigate. I said, don't worry. It's going higher than you, pal. It's going to court. There's defamation of character. Yeah. I said, you don't bloody call another copper a bloody thief. In front of all, you know. Yeah. I said, how can I be a bloody thief? I've been working down here, bloody. So I give him a bit of that. And by this time, I couldn't care the monkey's toss, you know. I just, bollocks to him, you know.
So this is...
I don't care what I said, you know. And what I did, I said, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going home now and I won't be coming back. I'll be seeing my doctor and I'll probably be off for 3 or 4 months with stress. And I just, take your time, he says, don't worry. Willing, but I said, you will be worried, I said, because you are the head of this division. You should be knowing what's going on down that bloody valley. I said, there's more bloody sergeants and inspectors down there, you know. But I bet, I don't mean they were criminal, you know, anyway, found a twist. Yeah. Anyway, I told them to tell when I was producing all the legal papers.
Yeah.
Statements. Anyway.
What time?
5 minutes.
Yeah.
You've done a lot of talking.
65 minutes already.
We've got 5 minutes left. All right, well, we better cut out all of this other stuff out. Basically, the worst thing that he ever did, and it came as a shock. Remember the man from the ministry? Well, I'd seen him, if you've got the book, you'll know I bumped into him on loads of occasions around the police environment. I was in my office in my cells, and the front desk man came in, and he used to come in for a crafty fag, because he was trying to stop smoking in them, but he was smoking in bloody cells. And, well, they weren't officially stopped, but they didn't like smoking either. He said, the guy's just been in, civvies, he wanted to know where all lockers were kept. I said, who were he? He said, well, he must have been a copper. He showed me his warrant card. Or what I thought was it. Now, we're talking about Fudd here.
Yeah.
The guy at the front desk, his nickname was Fudd. Useless. You got the idea. Yeah. That was his nickname. Anyway, I said, what did he look like? So he kind of described him to me. I thought, anyway, he went, and then Jimmy come down from Sergeant from control room, who I used to pick up. I mean, I used to give him a lift from, somebody called it Mithenroyd in here today. I don't know what it's called,
Mithenroyd.
Yeah. He lived in my I lived in Todd, and I used to pick him up because we worked together on the same shift. He worked in control room and I worked downstairs. And I'd drop him off on the way home. That very night, as I was going in with him, he says, Alan, have you got your flat cap? He says, God knows where mine is. I had to go for me to have my driving thing renewed.
Yeah.
Permit, driving permit. I said, yeah, I've got my flat cap, it's in the locker. So me and him went to my locker, opened it up, and I gave him my flat cap. You know, you want me to check the thing?
Yeah.
And it was a bit too big for him. He said, he'll do. So he'd seen me at locker that night.
Yeah.
And locked it up. When I went back with him, when I'd heard about this guy, man from the ministry, call him what you like, we went to my locker, and as I put the key in, the lock dropped. As I opened it, there's a bloody police helmet. And I says to Jim, that weren't there before it. Oh. So obviously I pulled it out. As I pulled it out, two packets of white powder fell on the floor.
Right.
Which put the shit on me, I can tell you.
I understand.
The helmet weren't a problem, I just threw it down a long corridor on top of somebody else's bloody locker. I weren't born yesterday. But the two packets of white powder sent to me drugs. I mean, I've never been in drug squad. I don't think I've ever seen cocaine. I've had the odd weed when I was...
You thought it was drugs?
I thought it was drugs, yeah. There were two small white packets. Jim said, oof, I don't want to know, because he was a bit of a career man, you know.
Yeah.
He was married to the daughter of a bloody chief superintendent or somebody, I don't know. And he wanted to get up to be an inspector. Anyway, I said, okay, Jim, just mention it in your pocketbook. And if I don't need you, I won't call you, you know me, I won't drop anybody in shit unless you won't, you know. I said, if I get dropped in shit. Anyway, I got these two bags. They're only small.
Yeah.
An inch or something. I took them downstairs with me and I pushed them down. You see, if they'd have found them, they could have been prisoners, couldn't they?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I had somebody else to blame. I don't know, they could have had drug traps. I have no idea anyway. They went down to bog. So it come time to go home. I'm thinking, it was on my mind then, you know, I was going. So I said to Jim, I left home. I says to him, you know what's going to happen tonight when we come back home? He says, well, they'll want to search your locker, won't they? I said, well, let's see what happens. So that same day, now we're going back on night duty. Pulls up out, can't park the car, and goes in. And who's there? A uniformed sergeant and two plain clothes, for want of a better word.
Yeah.
I don't call them detectives, they're just plain clothes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, Big C. Godfrey, glad to meet, and I didn't know this sergeant, he weren't one of the regular sergeants. He says, want to check your locker? I said to Jim, I thought he would, didn't you? Off he went, Jim. And he might give me that nod, he didn't need me, I will. You know, he didn't want to, but he said, I will. I said, all right, what are you looking in my locker for? He said, we believe you've got a helmet belonging to a Tomlin police officer there. I said, what the bloody hell did I want with a police officer? Tomlin police officer helmet? I said, well, mine that went missing in Tomlin, because nobody ever found it. Never mind, I said, yeah, come on, down a long corridor, all lockers were down there. Yeah. Of course, I knew what were coming, you see. So I opened the locker and I thought, oh, bastard, I'm in back and put out in living in bed. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I opened it up, of course, there's no bloody helmet there. I said, well, there's no helmet there. And he looked a bit. And then he put his hand, he opened his hand inside my tunic pocket. I said, wait, what are you doing? You won't find a bloody police helmet in there. Get bloody out. You need a warrant to do that. Between us and off they went. I absolutely scared the living daylights out of me.
So, and I don't mean to cut you short, but because of time, but in essence, basically they have planted evidence that they would have found in your lock if you hadn't.
Well, what did they do?
Yeah.
There's that helmet. And they'd have pulled it out and it's it's an old life trick, isn't it?
And you would have been then...
I'd have been arrested, yeah.
Yeah, you'd been arrested.
I'd have been arrested, subject to them being analysed.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, it didn't happen. But I did report it.
Yeah.
I reported to Internal Affairs, what I'd seen. I gave them names and all sorts. They did absolutely naff all about it, but eventually, when I went to see the Chief Constable, who was actually the Deputy Chief Constable, which was Keith Halliwell, who became the drugs czar, he said these famous words. When I told him all about this, I told him about how Internal Affairs hadn't investigated. Well, anyway, he said, you know, A.C. Godfrey, I don't know why they didn't let sleeping dogs lie. And that's when I left the Nick, and I kept thinking, I wonder who they were, that bloody hell were they. So hence the title of the book, Who or What Were They?
And on that, Alan Godfrey, for the last time, thank you very much.
Yeah,
Now can you see that there was some pretty underhand tactics there going on, and just by the build-up and some of his friends, they got him through it. But he was given a lot of hassle, and right until he retired on Hill Health in 1985, right up until the end, so for 5 years, more or less, well, 4.5 years continuous, he was getting hassled, and that is not comfortable. Yeah?
Well, I should know.
And you should know.
Can I just say something before I go? I'd like to thank everybody.
Okay. So round of applause for Alan. Right, it's lunchtime. Now I've let that run a little bit